Hey there, this is Mr. Mike Kaufman. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up and how to get going with Canva. This is a very basic introduction tutorial. Once you've got this started, I encourage you just to play around, try different things, and see how Canva works for yourself. Alright, so when you're in the Canva homepage, right, you can sit there and you can click on Create a Design. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up custom dimensions. Right? I want to set the actual dimensions, and I want to start with a blank template because I want total control. Now there are a whole bunch of templates on there. You can also click more if you want to search a template that is already set up and ready for you then to just remix and add to. Now I want to click on custom dimensions. I've got a couple different options on how I want to organize it in terms of what units I want to use. The px would be right for pixels, mm for millimeters or inches. Now with the pixels, I'm going to stick with that, and I'm going to think about what kind of size I want. Right? Obviously, if I want a square, the width and height will be equal. If I want a rectangular one, then the width and height would be different. And when you deal with pixels, right, you're dealing bigger is better. Right? You're not going to create something as a poster that's 10 pixels by 10 pixels because that's a tiny image. You might start off with something, let's say, right, 2000 by 2000, and I'm going to click Design. And now my square canvas is up. Now super important for this project is once you've set your dimensions, you cannot change them. Right? There's that resize button there. When you click on it, right, it's something that if you want to be able to do those features, you have to then sign up and pay for Canva's paid service. So just note that if the dimensions don't work for you, right, you just go back to the Canva homepage and you can then just create a new one. All right. Now, once you're in Canva, let's start this one again. You have a bunch of different options on how to design stuff, right? They have layouts that you want to do, maybe if you want to, again, get yourself set in one of their layouts. I'm going to skip that though. I might want to add elements, photos, grids, frames, and so forth. Now because we're creating infographics, if you just search infographic, you're going to have all these awesome things pop right up. And if you need to use one of them, for example, this cool looking arrow, which is free, just drag it right over. I can recolor it and resize it, and I can flip it around. Now in order to make a copy it, Command C is not going to work. I'm just going to click over there on copy, and a second one's going to pop up. Now let's say you want to order something, right? You want to arrange it. You want the key to go behind. There, click on arrange, send it right to the back, send it to the back again. Now it's behind those arrows. You can also mess with the transparency. If you want something to sort of blend into the background, you can add links, and of course you can get rid of the element. Now it is important to know that some elements do cost money or you do need to belong, so there are going to be some things that are going to be limited to you. Now, same way you add elements, you can add text, plain text here, or these setup sort of prefabricated designs right there, whichever you feel like doing. Just double click on it, change text, and then like anything else, I can modify the font, the size, the color, and do some other basic editing work. I can also change the background, and finally I can upload images simply by dragging images over that I want to use. It's going to upload it. Oh, that didn't work. Let me try that again. I simply click that image over. See, is that working? There it is. Oops, I did it twice. I get a little overzealous. And then again, to add it in, I just drag over the image. So it did work the first time. I was just being a little impatient, and that's how I add my images. That is it. That's the quick introduction, the basics on Canva. Again, I just encourage you to play with it. You can always undo your mistakes. Just again, remember that once you set the size, you cannot resize it. So be sure that it is the size that you want before you put in a ton of work to it. That way you don't get stuck having to start all over again. Good luck making your awesome infographics using Canva.